Hello and welcome to week 7 of my weekly rotation videos. Let's jump right into it. Monday I was still at physical rehab, so that was the Zaharoff signature Royale day. Same as last time. This is just clean. It's sort of like barbershop-ish, but not quite. But in general, just fresh, woody, clean, masculine, with a little bit of fruity touch that you get with the Royale. So for Tuesday, finally back home, I needed something strong and I needed something, well, I needed to really have a good fragrance, and I went, technically this is pretty close to Royale because it has the same base. This is based on Homme. It's actually, I think now it's just called Signature Extrême. I'm not quite sure about that, but when I got this, it was still called Signature Homme Extrême. Basically, this is Homme, which is just the ultimate everyday man's fragrance. But this is the night version. The oud is just up a level, not as fresh, not as clean. It's more woody, spicy, a lot of more spicy, aromatic, woody, darker woods. The Homme is, there is some darkness there, there's some heavy woods, but this is a lot heavier and a lot more dark, almost funky. First time I wore this, I thought, this is a little bit too much, but man, did I get addicted. This is an intenser, more playful and sexy alternative to the Homme. If you basically want to wear a suit and go out at night, that's this vibe. So for Wednesday, another Zaharoff, this time Seraphim Khus. Another banger from Zaharoff. If you like Encre Noir, you will love this. This is just 40% Encre Noir with just cardamom and more aromatics, and it just takes the Encre Noir typical smoky vetiver, the dark, earthy, smoky vetiver, and just adds a little bit of sweetness. There's some vanilla here, and it's just loaded with spice, and especially the cardamom in this is just excellent. And it's basically, it's super earthy, smoky, spicy, and woody. And I love it. I've been wearing this so much. I love it. Actually, later on Wednesday, I still had a craving for cardamom, and usually when I have a cardamom craving, I go to Atelier Dior's Cuir Sacré. Well, sacred leather, whatever. I don't speak French. But I do speak fragrance, and this is cardamom done to perfection. This is my favorite cardamom fragrance. It is so elegant, it is so confident, it is so delicate but strong at the same time. It feels like it's very lightly touching the surface, but at the same time it feels like it has so much depth. The niche fragrance collector once said this is the James Bond fragrance, and couldn't have been more correct. It is confidence combined with elegance, and it is just sexy and smooth, and just everything flows. There is no edges, there is nothing. It is just a thick fluffy cloud, sort of, and it's just so good. And the bottle is, once again, this is one of those fantastic bottles. Friday, I needed something just super pleasant, and Hima Jomo Autumn in Lhoka. It's one of the most pleasant fragrances I have. This, talking about being smooth, this is like, it is so soft and cuddly and warming. This is lying under the covers in bed. It's just, it's so cool, it's so good. And it is just like being in a cabin in fall in a pine/fir forest, cooking up some grains. There's spices, there's the sweetness. It's just so good, so good. And this always makes me just relax. It's just one of the most pleasant wears of any fragrance I have. Saturday, I went for Dior Homme Intense, the 2020 version. This is just iris done pretty much perfect. It's a woody iris. It's not the most complex fragrance in the world, but damn it if it isn't good in the air. Walking with this and you just catch a whiff of yourself and it's just, wow, that is incredible. And I do have the Dior Homme 2011. And though that has a little bit more chocolate and a little less intensity, in the air this is still better. I'd rather wear this, even though I do love the 2011 Dior Homme, I still think this one is better. At present, this is by a huge margin the best Dior on the market, in my opinion. And finally, today's fragrance, Sunday, Imaginary Authors, Memoirs of a Trespasser. 10 out of 10. Right out of the bat, this is one of my 7 10 out of 10s. And I wear it not often enough. I'm a little scared about my 10 out of 10s because if I wear them too often, I'm afraid they'll lose their appeal or that I get used to them and they won't have the effect. And this one is just, when I spray it, I get that aerosol from Profumo Aroma that just, I don't know, smoky pine forest. And then it just goes into the dry vanilla and almost like I feel like it's almost like vanilla in the desert. Then I get that image from the Fragrance Apprentice talking about old books in the library. An old library full of books and vanilla in the air, and there's a fireplace burning. You shouldn't have fire close to old books, but that's still the image. And it is so seductive, it is so good, it's just, this is just mind-blowing how good this is. And my only real downside with it is that it lasts freaking forever on clothes. So if you get this, I got mine on my jacket, and a month later, it still smells like Memoirs of a Trespasser. And I didn't spray the jacket, I just sprayed my neck, and my neck touched the jacket like 2 hours later. And yeah, this is just sort of like the same as Autumn in Lhoka. This is just one of those super cozy, super just beautiful wears. It's just such a great wear. So for the ranking, Zaharoff Signature Royale. This is a 10 out of 10 wear. This is perfection when it comes to just being fresh, clean, and gentleman. Zaharoff Signature Homme Extrême, 9.5 out of 10. This too just takes that clean base from Homme, simple, and just ramps it up to 11. Goes a little bit funky and takes it to a more sexy place. Seraphim Khus from Zaharoff also, 10 out of 10. Easy. This is one of those that I have become completely in love with. And at the moment, I think this one would be the one I would recommend people try. If you like smoky vetiver and cardamom, you will love this. Cuir Sacré from Atelier, also a 10 out of 10. This is just faultless. the smoothest, greatest cardamom fragrance of all time. I don't really get a whole lot of leather, but I never actually get leather from any leather fragrance, with the exception of ombre leather from Tom Ford. That I get leather. This, to me, is more aromatic wood with a lot of cardamom and spices. Autumn in Lhoka, 10 out of 10. Always. Never worn this and gotten anything but the perfect wear. Dior Homme Intense, 8.5 out of 10. It is simple, but damn, it's good. And finally, Memoirs of a Trespasser by imaginary authors, 10 out of 10. It's just perfect. There's a reason they said it is a 10 out of 10 fragrance. It has everything I want in a fragrance. And that's the weekly rotation of week 7. I hope you enjoyed, and I hope you'll be back for next week.